A blank screen. The low hum of ambient room tone can faintly be heard. Fade into a black screen where two V-shapes colored in light blue merge together to form a company logo. In the background, the haze of slowly drifting smoke can be seen. The words Veracious Visualization appear, flanking the V-shaped logo on either side before the entire image flickers in glitch-like tracking patterns. The image returns to its previous static state and fades back to a blank screen. Fade in to an out-of-focus image of swirling points of light, apparently representing the chaotic interior of a snowstorm, as black text appears in sequential order superimposed over the image, reading A.C.R.O.N.I.M Productions. A.C.R.O.N.I.M is misspelled, an I replacing the Y, with the whole word being sectioned into individual letters by periods, as if the whole word itself is an acronym. Fade to black. Slow fade into the interior of a moving car. Nighttime. A man sits at the wheel, staring ahead as the lights of a downtown cityscape pass by the driver's side of the car. The image appears to be moving in slow motion. Slow fade out as a musical soundtrack picks up, the image cutting to black on the downbeat of a bass drum. Blank screen. The music continues to play as a voice cuts in, a male character suggesting that another unseen character take a seat. Another male voice responds that he would prefer to remain standing. Fade into a wide shot of the exterior of a tall office building in the downtown district of a city. Traffic passes by on the street as the camera tilts up, revealing the top of the building from street level. Cut to the interior of a private office. Daytime. A man sits behind a large desk, dressed in business attire. The man rifles through a stack of papers on his desk that he has pulled from a portfolio. Another man enters into the frame, seen from behind in a white dress shirt with his hands obscured behind his back. The man at the desk does not acknowledge his presence. Cut to close-up of the man sitting at his desk. He turns over a sheet of paper as he begins to read his resume out loud to the man standing opposite him without looking up. Cut to close-up of the man standing opposite the desk, shifting uncomfortably and adjusting his tie, as if he is nervous and unsure of what to do with his hands. The voice of the man behind the desk can be heard asking about previous work experience. Cut to the interior of a small apartment. Nighttime. The man who had been standing opposite of the desk is staring at his reflection in the window. Cut to close-up of man placing dog tags down on the windowsill as he reaches over and picks up a glass half filled with amber liquid. Cut to close-up of the man downing the contents of the glass in a single sip. Cut back to the man sitting behind the desk, continuing to rifle through papers. The man sports an obnoxiously colored tie and a bad haircut. The man doesn't seem to know how stupid his haircut really is. The other guy shifts nervously as he tries to answer comb-over man's questions. Fade out. Fade into the interior of a bedroom with a man seen from behind sitting on the edge of his bed as the camera slowly tilts down. He is holding something in his hands obscured by his body. He appears to be lost deep in thought, perhaps even sad. Back in the office, the two men continue to discuss boring aspects of the man's resume as the music swells, suggesting something of interest might actually happen soon. The music picks up speed as fast-paced editing cuts replace the slow-paced assembly of cut to the man walking up to the elevator in a building, walking in slow motion. A close-up of a finger pressing an elevator button. The man takes off his coat as the elevator doors. A man running wildly down the street as his tie falling down a stairwell. The same tie falling from a different perspective. Man putting his tie on. Elevator bell ringing as the guy now has a gun, but he's adjusting his jacket over it as if this is somehow going to hide the fact that what he is actually carrying is in fact a gun. The gun again in another scene. The guy getting up from bed, walking over to cut. More voiceover as music crescendos. Fade in to man running down stairwell. A flashback of a man passionately kissing what may or may not be a previously unseen woman. Something about sacrifice as the two men continue blabbing on and on and on at each other. Traffic. Running. More running from a wider angle. A zombie appears from behind the opening elevator doors. Wait, what? Cut back to man. Cut to other man, whispering incoherently about something or other. Fade to black as music cuts out. Dude says everything for some reason. A massive explosion demolishes the city skyline. Gunfight. So I think the guy is sad because his wife died or something. This other guy probably killed her, or maybe he's just doing her on the side, I don't know. Cut to another blank screen with music and voiceover. Saying stuff. Fade into man getting on elevator, now looking pretty peeved about the fact that other guy was having sex with his wife. I think he might be trying to kill him, although why he feels a need to sit through an entire job interview to get to this point is beyond me. Movie title. The word down appears, but is changing into something else. Oh wait, I see what they're doing. The W is now a down arrow. Clever. The arrow lights up. Apparently it's an elevator button now. Elevator sound. Ding, ding. The trailer is over now. Fade to black.